Okay guys, I'm going to try and help you with comparing distributions. This one's can be a little bit tough, so you have to read very, very carefully. Okay, so what we're going to be looking at are two graphs, and we have to decide which answer is the best answer, and sometimes there can be more than one answer. Alright, so that's going to be a little bit tricky, so we have to read really carefully. So it says, all the questions are about the same. Which pieces of information can be gathered from these box plots? So what you're trying to figure out is which ones are true. Is this one true? Is this one true? Are they both true? Or are none of them true? So you have to make those decisions, and it can be kind of difficult, but we're gonna work on them together. So this graph has two teams. This has the basketball team here, basketball team, and the hockey team. Okay, and then you know that these are box plots. Okay, so we should be able to read them. Okay, so let's turn all the answers off. So it says here that the basketball players are taller on average. So taller on average means that their average would be higher. Okay, so let's look at the basketball team and see if most of them are maybe taller. Okay, so this is the basketball team, and these are their heights down here for both teams. So we notice that this whole graph is to the right, and the field hockey team is kind of low to the left. So their heights are higher, and the median is all the way over here. So we can say that yes, the basketball players are taller on average. Now that doesn't mean all of them are taller. It just means that a lot of them are. Okay. All right, let me erase some stuff so we can look at the next one. Now, don't just click check yet. You got to look at the other one, okay, because there could be more than one answer. So let's look at the next one. This says that the heights of the basketball players vary noticeably more than those of the field hockey team. Now, varying. This is where we're talking about either range, they're spread out. Okay, so we're looking at are they more spread out? So is the basketball graph more spread out than the field hockey graph? This is what this question is asking. Is the basketball players graph more spread out? Is the range bigger? Okay, so look at the basketball team. What's the range for the basketball team? Well, we talked about this earlier. The range is going to be the maximum minus the minimum, right? So looks like we're counting by twos here. So the maximum, I think, is 203. 203 minus 162, 164, 165, somewhere around in there. So let me get my calculator out. I'm going to use the one on my phone. So we've got 203 minus 165. So it's going to be 38. So the range for the basketball players is 38. And let's look at the field hockey team. This right here, our maximum, 246, 178. And the minimum over here looks like right there. So it's 150, 152, 154, 156, 157 maybe. 157. So 178 minus 157 is 178 minus 157 is 21. So yeah, so you can see here that the basketball team has a bigger range than the field hockey team. So it is more spread out. It does vary more than the field hockey team. So our answer should be A and B. Okay, I'm going to do one more with you because it takes such a long time. But again, read really carefully. Okay, now this time we're looking at a dot plot. Okay, so a dot plot we talked about last week. Okay, So which pieces of information can be gathered from these dot plots? So we have two things. We have something called the Olympic preliminary and the US qualifier. It doesn't matter what they are. You just need to make sure you're matching the words up with the question. Okay, let me erase that because I made a mess. There you go. So choose all the answers that apply. It means it could be two answers, right? The top 8 Olympic shot putters in the preliminary round, that's the first one, threw farther on average than the top 8 US qualifiers. So, is the preliminary round on average farther, higher than the US qualifiers? So is this one, on average, are they higher than the other one? And yeah, definitely. You can see that in the preliminary round, all of the dots are higher than in the US qualifier. Most of them are down here. And then you have just one like little outlier over there. So yeah, A is going to be true. Okay. Now let's look at B. Let me erase all this so we can write on it again. Let's look at B. The distance of the top 8 Olympic shot putters, so the Olympic, vary noticeably more than the US qualifiers. So now we're looking at vary, right? The word vary. And this means we're going to be looking at range. Okay, so look at the range. So look at the range for the Olympic preliminary and look at the range for the US qualifier. Which one's bigger? Which one's bigger? The qualifier is larger, right? Okay, so read the sentence again. The distances of the top 8 Olympic shot putters vary noticeably more than those of the US qualifiers. So this sentence is saying that the preliminary should be higher and the qualifier should be lower. But that's not what happened, is it? No. The US qualifier has a higher range and the Olympic preliminary has a lower range. So this is not true. So our only answer should be A. There you go. Okay, now I know these are difficult. I might make another video later this week to see if you guys need more help with comparing distributions, but I didn't want to make this video too long. Hope you guys are doing okay, and I hope I see you soon.